Good morning, everyone. It is Monday, and welcome to another weekly vlog. It is Monday, July the 14th, and today is our first official day of with the new company. It is around like 9:01, but I started at, well, it's 9:01 their time. Sorry, 8:02. Sorry, it's 8:02 my time. But I got on at 7:30. But my computer, they had disabled the wrong computer, so they had to re-enable the they had to enable my new laptop and everything, and to make sure I was able to sign on and everything. So that took about 30 minutes. So now it's like 9:02, and so I got a message from my actual manager, my new manager, that said that she wanted to have a she sent me an invite, a meeting invite. So I'm going to take a look at that real quick. And alrighty. Yeah, so I'm gonna let her know that I'm available, and so I'm gonna go ahead and have a meeting with her. They also have a be scheduled for 1 o'clock. There is a sprint planning meeting, which is cool. Okay, so a sprint planning meeting, if you don't know what it is basically when you're getting ready to go into a whole new sprint. They're actually basically sitting around talking about what's important, what needs to be built, how long is it going to take, what certain tasks needs to be done within that sprint, and things like that. And then at 2 o'clock, I have a BI sprint planning collaboration, and then at 3 o'clock, I have a projects. Let's see, what is this? A lot of meetings. A lot of meetings. Let me see. Okay, we are out of that meeting. So I met with my manager first. I met with her, and she just pretty much was just trying to tell me what to expect from the team and all of the things. And she was just like saying things like, don't worry that if the things that you were doing at your old company, you were able to do it like in 30 minutes, and it may take you a little bit longer because you're new, you're trying to get used to things and everything. And so she was just saying how they have a wonderful team, and that we can collaborate, and that's one thing I definitely do like. So that's the one thing you definitely do want, is to be able to collaborate with your team, have that collaboration, because that's going to be key, because you're not going to know everything. So to be able to collaborate with your team, especially when the ones that have been here already, utilize the help. Okay, it's all about how you ask the questions, but you want to utilize the help. I love the fact that a lot of them have been there 15, 20, 25 years. I love that, because that tells me that they care about their employees. Then the AVP, he came in, and then he started talking and telling me about the direction that we were going to go, and that they wanted me mainly for like the lending side of the company and everything, which is fine. He was saying about the reporting, and they wanted me to do that. And then so this is like a company that I can really see myself being here, growing, and all of that. So the second meeting was basically to go over their ticketing platform. So every company that you're going to be with just about will have what they call a ticketing platform. So your ticketing platform is how you receive your work, is where your work is stored. And so what happens is that when you're working with a customer or an end user or stakeholder, and they want something, they want you to build something, they put in what they call a ticket. They basically submit an intake form. And so basically the ticket is stored, so that way everybody on the team can see exactly where it is in the process. And then when you're ready to work on it, you then move it from assign to do, or you may put it in progress or something like that. So you're assigned it to do maybe the same. So you're basically updating the ticket. You're telling people where you are inside of that ticket. What's the process? What are your progress on that? And that's what that is. And so then after that, she was just telling me about, you can go to lunch whenever you want to. It doesn't really matter. There's really no set time. She says, I am not a micromanager. As long as you get the work done, I don't care. She says, we're very flexible here. If you need to leave work early, go to a parent-teacher meeting, need to go to the dentist, whatever. She says, listen, you do you. As long as the work is done, she's fine. But she did assign some tickets for me to work on, which is like, set up bi-weekly meetings, that kind of thing, like very simple tasks that I need to be doing. So I have to do that. And then after that, today I do have a one-on-one with one of our subscribers today. So I have a one-on-one with her. Very excited about her. So I got to make sure that I'm prepared for her. Talk to her, and then once I'm done talking to her, I'll go ahead and create her her roadmap to help her get what she needs out of that. And then I am going to more than likely cook dinner, and then after that I am going to go and take my son to driver's ed. He starts driver's ed today, so yay. So that's that. And so like I said, we're gonna work today and Tuesday, and then Wednesday will be the orientation, and then we're gonna work Thursday, and then I'm not sure exactly what Friday brings, but I do work Friday, of course, but I don't know what that brings, because I only see one thing on my calendar. Good morning. It's the next day. It's Tuesday, and I am just now logging on to you guys, and I have already sat into 2 meetings already. Because, and they're all like 30 minutes a piece, but I had one literally like at 7:40, and then I had another one that was straight up like at, what was it, at 8 o'clock. And so, when I tell you, it's just day 2, and it's just meeting after meeting. All right, so I already had 2 meetings already, and now I have one more meeting I have to go to. It's at 8:30, and then I have to meet with HR to provide my ID information since I'm a new hire. Then I have another meeting at 10 o'clock to meet about Python. Then I finally get a break, but then I think I have to do a little work on validation. I have to then I can go to lunch at noon. Then at 2 o'clock I have another meeting for a report, and then after that, that'll be my day. And that's gonna last for about an hour, so it's between 2 and 3, and then I should be done with work about 4. So yeah, so that's my day. I have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 meetings today. 6 meetings today. So this won't be the norm for me moving forward once I start actually doing some work, because I actually have to put some time into develop and things like that. But I do have to, but right now, since I'm only day 2 here, I have to sit in quite a few meetings and things like that. But to go ahead and talk about, since I got just a few minutes to talk about that first meeting that I was in at 7:40 this morning. Alrighty, so basically they want, this is going to be a validation. Okay, so we have to make sure that the data that we currently have in our Excel sheet is matching the data that is inside of our data warehouse. So basically I have to make sure that it is matching. So it's broken into different categories. It's broken into different business lines. So, but I'm going to first start with I'm gonna first start with one group first, and then just do it from there, and then basically go across, add it up, and then basically compare it to what's in Snowflake by writing a SQL query, and compare it to within Snowflake, and then after that allow it to give me the difference. And then we have some interns who will allow them to go ahead and figure out what that difference is and let them do the research on that, but it's going to be up to me to basically determine whether or not the data is correct that we have inside of our actual database. So yeah, so that's what I have to do with that. So validation is very key, because you always have to make sure that your data is accurate. Otherwise you cannot do any type of reporting if the data is not right. So that's the one thing you definitely have to do, is you have to make sure that you validate your data. Okay. And I'm gonna have to show you guys exactly how to do that one day. So once I do it, then I can really break it down to you exactly step by step on how I actually validate the data. Okay. And then the last one is the second meeting I just got out of. That one was basically with my old company, and so we met with them because they're sending over some files to us and things like that. And so basically we're just trying to see exactly how what we're gonna actually do with it, but currently what are they doing with it right now. So that kind of thing. So yeah, so I do have one more meeting that not one more, but I have another meeting I have to get to in about 5 minutes. So I'm gonna go ahead and let my dog in, and then I'll check back, and then I think after that we'll meet up with HR, and then maybe we can get a little break. So, or not, because I just saw it pop up. So so I'm gonna let the dog in and go ahead and sign into this. So this one is actually a brainstorming meeting. So that's what this one is. So I'll explain to you more about that meeting here shortly. Introduction to Python, which was good. So I did get set up with my Python, found out that I'll be added onto an actual team who's going to be learning Python, working on a Python project and all of that. So I'm very interested in that and excited about it. I'm back from lunch. And when I tell y'all that I'm tired, I am a little exhausted because I guess I'm just not used to constantly being on the go all day. You know, being in one meeting after another, and it's all day. It gets a little tiring. I don't get me wrong, I'm very tired. I'm sitting here going over these old, it's not old. I'm going over these current Power BI reports just to see what they look like, how they built, what was important, what was some KPIs that they included, that they highlighted on, and things like that. So yeah, so I'm just y'all, I'm tired. So I'm gonna finish looking at the rest of these reports, and then after that I have a couple more tickets that I need to look at within the next 30 minutes, and then I have a meeting, and then I have a meet and greet that I have to do at 3, and then at 4. No, at 3. Sorry, I have a meet and greet to do at 3 with one of my teammates, and then at 4 o'clock I have a one-on-one with one of my subscribers, and then at 5 o'clock I have another one-on-one with my subscriber, and that's gonna go from 5 to 6, and then we're gonna leave here at 6. I gotta take my son to driver's ed at 6:30. And then I gotta come home and I gotta cook dinner, and then I have to prepare for the cohort that's coming up in about 20 days. So I'm really tired, y'all. I'm tired. It's just on the go. I'm really tired, but hey guys, Editing Mika here. So as you can see, I have been trying to get adjusted to my new role all week, and it can become very overwhelming trying to learn a new system, a new tool, new platforms, even a new workflow, and your mind just goes poof. And that's the reason why I lean on today's sponsor, Brilliant. Brilliant helps you become a better thinker, a problem solver with thousands of visuals, interactive lessons in math, science, programming, data analysis, and AI. The lessons aren't just videos. They're hands-on and designed to actually make you think, which builds real understanding way faster than just watching someone explain it. It's a method proven to be up to 6 times more effective than traditional lecture-style learning. Whether I'm brushing up on data skills or just getting into a few critical thinking reps between meetings, it's been the perfect way to keep my mind active. To try everything Brilliant has to offer for free for a full 30 days, visit brilliant.org/housecalldewberry2, or you can scan the QR code on the screen. You can also click on the link in the description box below. If you sign up today, you can also get 20% off an annual premium subscription. Stay sharp, keep growing. Don't worry, we got this. Good morning, it's Friday, guys. We finally made it to the end of the week. First week down, child. We made it to the end of the week. But I did not vlog yesterday because I was literally in a full-blown training like the whole day. So there was really no point because I was really trying to learn, and it was a system that that I needed to get trained on and needed to know how to use and things like that. So I needed to like take notes and pay attention and things like that. And so it was yeah, that kind of thing. So today is Friday. We are basically wrapping up our first week at our new company. I do hope that this video is not too choppy for you guys. But anyways, I already have my very first task, like officially first task, okay? Like, she assigned some tickets to me, my manager, she assigned some tickets to me, like, as of Tuesday, but it was more like onboarding things, such as, like, you know, schedule meetings with your team so that way you can get to know them. So do some meet and greets, set up a bi-weekly meeting with the AVP, set up a weekly meeting with the manager, you know, that kind of thing. And so you know, learn, this is some training, go over some few dashboards. Those are the kind of tickets that she assigned me, like on Tuesday. So, which is very, very common, because what you want to do is make sure that you know how to utilize the system and knowing what the dashboards look like and all of that. So she assigned those tickets to me so that way I could actually do them and review them and, you know, that kind of thing. So I have just about met with everyone on the team. I still have 3 more people. I had one that was scheduled for today, but my manager was like, I really do need to talk to this one particular person, so can you move it to like 2 o'clock in the afternoon? But I already know that I don't like to have meetings that late, so it will go to next week. So I have literally 3 other people, which is the project manager, and then and 2 more developers that's on the team, and then I will close that ticket out as well. Let me see, what else do I have? Let's see. So yeah, so then I can close that ticket out, and then I'm still reviewing a few dashboards to try to get used to some of the reporting that they're doing. Here at this company, they actually still do SSRS, which is great. A lot of our data engineers work there, work that. So this is the crazy thing. We had data analysts here and data engineers, and we're all on the same team. Like, I was like, so that's great. And so, and we have 1 data scientist that's here. So we have 1 data scientist. I think we have 3 data engineers. One's a senior, and 2 are regular data engineers. A senior data analyst, and then there's me, who's a data analyst. Then I have another training that I need to do, and I'm gonna start on that on next Monday. I have another ticket that I need to do. It's like a schedule a quarterly meeting, and then also I need to come up with a 1 year and a 3-year goal. They're all about career growth here and about what it is that you want to do. Now I have my other ticket. Let me refresh. I have my other ticket that was assigned to me. So this is the one now. This is an actual project. So what I need to do is actually do some validation to make sure that things are popping up correctly. Here it is. She put down 4 hours. It's going to take me to actually do it. I'm hoping it doesn't take me that long, but but what I have to do is pretty much validate the data to make sure that the data is correct. And if it's not, then I have to basically tell them what the difference is, and then where the difference is coming from. So what I'm going to have to do is basically create an X lookup or shall I say a VLOOKUP on an Excel sheet. So I'm going to pretty much take the data that's coming from the raw data compared to what we have that's in the database, and then I'm going to compare it. I'm going to do a VLOOKUP to compare it to see if it matches, and if it doesn't, then I need to see what the difference is. And so I'm going to write a formula for that, and then after that I need to figure out where that difference is coming from. So we're going to go ahead and get started on that right now. So that's what we're doing. That's what we have to do today. And I know a lot of you probably saying, oh my God, that just sounds I'm so afraid. The thing is, it's not like, as I'm looking, I'm going to go ahead and open up the Excel sheet. Or do I already have it open? I do. So on the Excel sheet, it's already broken down for me, which is really, really nice. I like that. So the only thing I'm doing on the Excel sheet is, on the Excel sheet, they have all the numbers that is broken down by category and subcategory. And so in the raw data, it says that we sold 5,000 bikes, right, for 2025. But in the database, it may actually say that we sold 10,000 bikes, right? So that means that we have a 5,000 unit difference. But where is that coming from? That's what I have to figure out, is where that difference is coming from. And so the first part for me to figure out is I'm going to take the raw data and I'm going to compare it to the data that's inside of the database, and I'm going to do a VLOOKUP, and the VLOOKUP will run and let me know that anything that doesn't matches from this Excel sheet to this Excel sheet, it's going to say if it matches, then it's going to be like it matches. But if it doesn't match, then it'll tell me, then a formula is already written to tell me that this is the difference. Okay, well, all right, well, we'll let you go. All right, thank you. I'll do it on my, I'll probably get it out on my lunch break within the next hour or so. Oh, well, pretty fast. That works for me. Okay. All right, thank you. All right, thank you. Appreciate it. Yep, bye. Bye. Okay, so I just got off the phone with our support desk, and they're already requesting the old laptop back from the from S3 along with the monitor. So we have to do that literally on our lunch break. We got to go to FedEx. We need to go to FedEx, and we're gonna ship back the laptop, both of the monitors, the docking station, which is that big block thing that we had, and then all the cords that go with it. So I'm gonna ship all of that back. To our old job, and it's a wrap. So we are at the end of the day. It is now 3:06. We're at the end of the day, and so that's a wrap for me for today, and I'm gonna go ahead and end this vlog here. I really do hope that it wasn't too choppy for you guys like this. I hope that it was enough information in here for you guys to see, but as you can probably see, the first week, like I said, doesn't really have a whole lot going on. So in the next video will be more of like a day in the life, when I don't have so many back-to-back meetings, so that way I can really sit down and describe a lot of things to you guys and things like that. With that being said, I appreciate you guys for watching. I promise you, I am going to get a whole lot better with this whole vlogging thing and try to get as much detailed information in here for you guys as much as possible. With this new position and everything, I know that it's going to be so much content, so much more content to provide and things like that, and a lot more projects that's going to be a lot more fulfilling and informative, and I just cannot wait to share it with you guys. Okay, thank you guys so much for watching. If you like this video, you can give it a thumbs up. It does help my channel, and I will see you guys in the next vlog.